Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 119 to my Let's Play, my random chatbot series. Where in the last video guys, we started one of the newest characters I actually made, called the Venom Snake Dragon. Here's the thing. It actually did start out the way I was kind of expecting it, except for some reason the weak siders did not fire me, which is extremely weird. But I'm home with the egg now, and I rested for a few hours, but I'm all of a sudden hearing things with the egg. It says I wake up a few hours later hearing the egg making noises in the other room. What in the world is that noise?
You wake up to the noise of the egg making weird noises in the other room and you say to yourself, "What the hell is that sound coming from the egg?" You get up and go to the other room to find out what the weird sound is.
Hello? Is there anybody in here? Oh my.
You poke your head in, see the egg in its comfortable spot. You notice it's starting to crack like it's hatching.
Whoa, the egg is starting to hatch? Exclamation point.
The egg starts to hatch as you watch in excitement, anticipation of seeing what the hell is going on.
This egg is way bigger than what it was when I first got it. What in the world could have happened to the animal inside of it?
The egg cracks open bigger and bigger and finally stops. There is silence for a second or two. You hear something shuffling around within the eggshell. You feel your heart beating faster and faster as you wonder what's about to hatch from the egg.
Hello? Question mark? Is anybody in there? There. If this thing comes back and starts speaking...
Suddenly, without warning, the shell breaks open. Something is revealed. It slowly slithers out of the broken eggshell, looking like a large Burmese python snake, but in a weird way. It doesn't look like a normal Burmese python. It's very big. It has wings and talons.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? I back up quickly out of the room. Dude, what the
The snake thing raises its head, looks at you with curiosity. You see its reptilian eyes looking at you with what seems like intelligence as it slowly moves closer to you. It starts to open its mouth.
Please don't hurt me! Exclamation point. What do you want?
The snake thing stops a few feet from you and then seems to study you for a moment. It seems to be looking over you. It then says in a strange yet not scary manner, "Who are you?"
Oh my gosh. I'm the one who took care of your egg while you were hatching. Period. Please don't hurt me. Dude, what the...
It looks at you for a few seconds and then lowers its head so that it is eye level with your head and says, "Sue, you're my master. You helped my egg while I was hatching from it. You're the one who took care of me."
What the frick? This worked way too well for some reason. Oh my gosh. Yes, I guess you could say that. Period. Please don't hurt me.
The snake thing slowly moves even closer to you. Its head is less than a foot away from your face now, says, "Why would I hurt you? You took care of me while I was inside my egg. You helped me hatch. Why would I do anything to hurt you?"
It's funny how my brain can't think of a response to that question because I don't even know what to say. What do you say when you see like a giant, like, how tall was this snake? Like a giant snake with talons and wings. I'm sorry, you just startled me a little bit. Startled me a little bit. Period. Snakes are not known to be friendly creatures. At least a lot of them aren't. Oh.
It looks at you with a very serious expression, says, "I am not going to hurt you, I promise you that. I will never ever hurt you, got it?
Yes.
You took care of me, so I will also take care of you.
Excuse me?
I will defend you against anything that tries to harm you. I swear it to you."
Excuse me now? Excuse me? Okay, I trust you. Period. Sorry for freaking out like I did. Oh my gosh.
It looks at you and suddenly gives you a small smile, says, "It's okay. I know you were just startled is all. I can understand being startled at first on seeing me. Especially when you didn't know what could come out of that egg, I understand. But let me introduce myself. My name is Spike."
Excuse me? His name was what now? For alligator? Are you sure it's not you as a snake? His name is flippin' Spike. Nice to meet you, Spike. Exclamation point. I am. Oh my gosh, if this thing says my name, I'm gonna freak out.
He nods his head in acknowledgement of you introducing yourself and says, "Nice to meet you too, Trenton."
Oh, sweet artist.
He then looks at you with a curious expression and says, "Can I ask you a question?"
I'm kind of scared to ask. Or sorry, ask. I hope I did it turn. Sure. What is it? Question mark. I'm kind of paranoid it's gonna be something I don't want to answer.
He looks at you with a serious expression and says, "Can I ask you why you decided to take care of my egg when you could have just left me in it to hatch on my own?"
Oh, how am I even supposed to answer that? Because if I tell him about the experiment, he's going to hurt me. See, I'm a scientist that works at a laboratory. Period. My boss told me to mix dragon DNA with your egg. And so I did. but not completely by the way they said. Your egg looked really cool after the reaction it had to the dragon DNA, and I want to hatch you and take care of you. Oh my gosh.
Looks at you with a surprised and curious expression, says, "You put dragon DNA on my egg? So that is why I'm bigger, have wings and talons."
Please don't be mad at me for that. Period. I was told to do that by my boss.
Tilts his head a little and says, "I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? Like I said, you took care of me, you helped me hatch. I don't give a damn who told you to put the DNA on my egg. I'm kind of glad you did. I love the fact that I'm bigger than a normal Burmese python snake, and the wings and talons are awesome. I love having these. I feel so much more powerful now because of the new features I have."
I can see that you like the exclamation point. To be honest, when I said I didn't do exactly what my boss told me, I meant that he said to put only one drop. But I was very curious and liked the dragons. So I used the whole thing. Oh no. This nigga's gonna so hurt me now, dude.
He looks at you with a small, amused expression and says, "So instead of using only one drop of DNA like you were told to, you used the whole damn sample on me? I thought you were a scientist, not a rule breaker."
I'm just curious. Period. I don't know why they wanted me to put dragon DNA on your egg anyway. Period. What kind of thing were they trying to accomplish by doing that?
He looks at you with a confused expression and says, "What were they trying to accomplish by doing this, you ask? Well, I would have to assume the reason that they were trying to combine my DNA with a dragon's DNA is to make me larger with stronger features. My guess is they succeeded in what they wanted to do by growing me bigger and giving me wings and talons to defend myself better."
And that's how the dragon DNA made your egg react. Made your egg react. Period. Your egg got way larger. It sprouted small wings, and spots appeared on it. Bigger. Oh no, he's gonna be an idiot. He's smart. Wait,
He
what?
looks at you with a small, amazed expression and says, So that's what they were trying to accomplish. They wanted to increase my size, give me wings and talons like a dragon. Well, I would say they sure as hell did that to me. I'm now a lot bigger than a normal Burmese python. I have wings and talons. I love all the changes that has been done to me.
I'm glad you like it. Exclamation point. My boss was kind of mad about it, but based on how you look, it was really cool. It's not picking up the word look for some reason.
He looks at you with a somewhat amused look and says, Why would your boss be mad at the changes that happened to me? I mean, it's not like he told you to only use one drop of the DNA sample that would only make me a little bigger. He didn't tell you how much of the DNA sample you were supposed to use, so why be mad at the results he got? I mean, how could this be your fault? It was his fault for not specifying how much of the sample you were supposed to use in the first place, right?
Unless I completely forgot the number or something. I believe he said one drop. Oh no, we're about to.
He looks at you with an amused tone and says, One drop? I highly doubt your boss said only one drop of the sample. If he really did say one drop, then he's an idiot. There is no way that a Burmese python can grow 3 feet bigger and have wings talons from a single drop of dragon DNA. If you ask me, your boss is trying to blame you when he's the idiot who didn't specify how much of the DNA sample to use in the first place.
He's pretty smart, but I think he forgot that one detail. I'm the one that poured the sample. I'm not gonna do it. He's not mad at me because I raised him and loved on him, but oh no. It's insane that you were already that big as a baby. Period. Just imagine how much bigger you were going to get. Dude.
He looks at you with a slightly surprised expression and says, You really think I was already big for a baby? I always thought I was just a normal size for a baby snake. Can you imagine how big I would have been if they only used one drop? I would have been a lot damn bigger, right?
I don't know how the dragon DNA really works per se. Period. Maybe you would have gotten bigger if one drop was used on you. Maybe not. I think I'm getting details mixed up.
He looks at you with an interested, slightly amused expression and says, Well, since I'm a lot bigger now because of the whole sample that was used on me, I wonder what would have happened if only one drop was used. Would I have still gotten bigger? Would I still have gotten the wings and talons if one drop was used? We will probably never know, I assume.
I don't know how much one drop can actually do. Period. If I only put one drop on there like they said, it may have would done nothing to you. It may would have done nothing to you at all. Who knows? Alright.
He looks at you with a curious look and says, "You say if you only put one drop on my egg, it might have not done anything to me at all, huh? So what the hell was the point of the DNA sample then if that little amount doesn't do anything? Sounds like your boss is all talk and has no brains."
Like I said, I don't know how the DNA works. Maybe it would have had more of a reaction than I thought. I mean, if the whole sample did this much to you, you never really know.
He looks at you with an interested expression and says, "So you're saying that one drop might have done something to me, but not as much as the whole sample? So is that why your boss was so upset with you? Because you used the whole sample on me instead of the one drop he told you to? Sounds like your boss is to blame to me, not you. I mean, if I was you, I would have used the whole sample on me. It's not like you can't get it again, right?"
Oh my gosh, now the snake is just starting to sympathize with me already, dude. The results of me doing that were way cooler. Period. Again, you're really big for a baby Burmese python right now. Just imagine how much bigger you can get. I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way.
He looks at you with a very curious and interested expression and says, "You think the results of you disobeying your boss and using the whole sample on me were way cooler, huh? You really think I'm big for a baby python, huh? How much bigger do you think I can get with my new changes? My guess is I'm going to continue to get bigger to the size of a real full-grown Burmese python, plus my new features."
You also have a ton of dragon DNA because of that. You never know. You might get so big that you won't even be able to fit inside my house no more. I don't know.
He looks at you with a somewhat amused laugh, says, "You say I may get so big I won't be able to fit in your house anymore, huh? Sounds like you are going to have to get a bigger house then, or at least make room for me if I get that big."
I think that's partially the reason why I did the whole sample to begin with. Period. I was kind of hoping you would get huge like a dragon would.
He looks at you with a very surprised, amazed expression, says, You said you did the whole sample to me because you were hoping I'd get huge like a dragon would, is that right? So you did it on purpose? Damn. I don't know why anyone wouldn't be happy with the results of that.
I love taking care of bigger animals and I had a phoenix before. And I had a pet dragon before. And by the way, I'm referencing the Phantom Dragon from this. So
He
yeah.
looks at you with a very, very interested expression and says, "You've had a phoenix and a dragon as pets before, huh? I'm surprised you could even afford one of those. Those are pretty much two of the most rare and most powerful creatures ever. How the hell did you get those two as pets?"
I just found the phoenix egg while exploring mountains near a volcano. Period. Somebody actually dropped off the dragon egg at my door and told me I was to take care of it.
He looks at you with a really surprised expression and says, "You found a phoenix egg while you were exploring mountains near a volcano? Damn, you got hella lucky then. And someone legit just dropped off a dragon egg at your door and told you to take care of it. Sounds like they really didn't want the dragon egg they had for some reason."
They said the dragon was the people that owned the dragon before just want him for selfish purposes. Period. Here's the funny thing. That dragon was so overprotective of me and cared so much even though he barely knew me. He even has the power to become giant whenever someone he loves is in trouble. What's the snake gonna say to that?
He looks at you with a somewhat surprised expression and says, "You say the people owned the dragon before we were keeping him for selfish reasons, huh? I'm curious on what those selfish reasons were. You said that the dragon you had was so overprotective of you and cared so much that even though he barely knew you, he even has the power to become giant whenever someone he loves is in trouble, huh? Sounds like a really strong and badass dragon right there. Damn, those are some really amazing powers to have."
Even the dragon himself can speak English too. And so could the phoenix. Could the what's he gonna say?
He looks at you with an extremely surprised and shocked expression and says, "Wait, you say the dragon you had can speak English too, just like the phoenix does? How on earth was he and the Phoenix able to talk like humans in the first place?
I have no clue! Exclamation point. I remember one time me and the dragon were having a chat, and I told him that his old owners must regret getting rid of him because of how overprotective and loving he can be to the people he cares about, even changing his size to make sure his owner is protected.
He looks at you with a somewhat interested, amused expression and says, "You say you told the dragon that his old owners must regret getting rid of him because of how overprotective and loving he is to the people he cares about, even changing his size to make sure his owners are protected, huh? I'm definitely getting the vibe that his old owners were the type assholes to be mean to the dragon and not care for it at all. Sounds like they wanted the dragon, but not the responsibility of having the dragon."
He's got a good. Yeah, he had a way better home being with me. I take good care of him. I take good care of him. I'm doing.
He looks at you with a very happy and proud expression and says, "You say the dragon had a much better home being with you, that you take very good care of him, huh? I bet he loved being with you instead. Hell, I'm glad that he does have a good owner like you instead of the jackass that used to own him."
I didn't know about the snake just randomly start coming out of his egg as a baby and start flipping, let's just say, using a sailor talk. What the freak? It's kind of the same thing with you! Exclamation point. None of you tried to hurt me. Period.
He looks at you with a surprised and somewhat amused expression and says, "You're saying that none of us tried to hurt you, huh? It's good to know you didn't think that we would. I don't plan on doing anything to hurt you. All I want to do is protect you from any idiot that tries to harm you."
I want to ask him, do you have any special abilities? I really want to know. I'm going to listen to this real quick.
He looks at you with a slightly amused and curious expression, says, "Special abilities, huh? I do have a few powers that other pythons don't have thanks to the dragon DNA you put on me. For one, I have the power to grow bigger in times of danger or when I need to protect someone I care about. I have the ability to breath fire."
Can you fly like a dragon? Question mark. You do have wings.
He looks at you with a very interested and happy expression, says, "Can I fly like a dragon, huh? I thought I wouldn't be able to do that, but to tell you the truth, I think I can somewhat fly with these wings. I still need to test them out to make sure, but I am pretty sure I can at least hover in the air. I'm going to need some exercise, though. I need to get used to having wings.
Hmm. Guys, I want to do a little bit more, but I was about to die, so we do one more video in just a minute.